They say you can't fall in love with someone in just one day, but I think sometimes, one day is enough to change your entire life. It happened during the summer when I was 21. I had just taken a late train to another city because I needed a break from everything. Work, stress, people, my own thoughts. Honestly, I wasn't looking for anything. I just wanted silence. The train arrived early in the morning. The city felt empty. Cold wind, quiet streets, coffee shops just opening. And that's where I saw her for the first time. She was standing outside a small cafe trying to light a cigarette while the wind kept blowing the flame out. I don't even know why. Noticed her. Maybe because she looked annoyed in a funny way. Maybe because everyone else around us felt invisible. But for some reason, she stood out instantly. I walked past her, then stopped, and before I could overthink it, I said, "You're fighting the wind harder than the cigarette." She looked at me for a second and laughed, a real laugh, the kind that immediately makes you feel comfortable. And somehow, that tiny moment turned into coffee together. We sat inside that cafe for almost 2 hours, talking like we already knew each other. About music, about traveling, about the weird fear of wasting your life doing things you hate. And what scared me most was how natural it felt. Usually conversations with strangers have awkward pauses, but with her, nothing felt forced. Her name was Sophie. She told me she was only in the city for one day too, just passing through before flying somewhere else. And for some reason, knowing we had limited time together made every moment feel heavier. More important. After coffee, we just kept walking. No plans, no destination. Just two strangers wandering through a city neither of us truly belonged to. We visited bookstores, sat near the river, shared headphones while walking through empty streets. At one point she grabbed my hand while crossing the road, and never really let go afterward. The strange thing about love is that sometimes it doesn't arrive slowly. Sometimes it crashes into you all at once, and somewhere between the rain, the music, and the way she looked at me, I realized I was already falling for her. That evening we climbed to the roof of a parking garage to watch the sunset over the city. The sky was orange and gray at the same time. Cars moving far below us, wind blowing through her hair, and neither of us wanted to say the obvious thing out loud. This was temporary. Eventually the sun disappeared, and reality came back with it. Her flight was at midnight. I remember sitting beside her at the airport, while people moved around us. Neither of us really knew what to say anymore, because how do you explain feelings that only had 24 hours to exist? Then suddenly she looked at me and quietly asked, "Do you think people can meet at the wrong time, but still be right for each other?" I didn't answer immediately, because honestly, I think we both already knew the answer. When her boarding call started, she hugged me for a long time, long enough to make leaving hurt before it even happened. And right before walking away, she smiled sadly and said, "I think in another life, this could have been something." And just like that, she was gone. One day, 24 hours, that's all we had. I never saw Sophie again after that night. No dramatic ending, no movie reunion, just memories. But even now, years later, sometimes I still think about that single day. And how one stranger managed to make me feel more alive in 24 hours than some people do in an entire lifetime.